Tuesday night. Gauntlet early on for Indiana.
Indiana over Indiana.
And 16 points.
Pat, if you notice,
Mitchell hands off back. Benley here in Indiana.
He provides some depth.
Here is Clark. She will launch and back. Clark looking to push again. This time it's Caitlin Clark.
And Kelsey Mitchell missed all of
on their chemistry. Here's the number 2 pick. On the floor right now as Clark gets into Boston.
Three-point line, combined with her ability off.
Something that plagued Los Angeles on Friday. And Alyssa's
really have 3 starters in the backcourt.
Friday, stop and start. Wallace gets inside. And Mitchell coast to coast.
She's going so fast.
Wallace will launch from the corner. 2-man game, it's Hamby inside.
And she's got 2 kids.
Found Fag Benley underneath. Trying to create. Mitchell on the drive, gets inside. Nurse the hesitation on the drive. Starters have scored.
South of 10 points a game. So
selection has felt just fine. Clark, step back 3. Handoff drive inside, good position. Smith open on the perimeter, and she point line, and now a little miscommunication. Mitchell back on the attack.
Scott is scoring, but it's been up and down.
Clark likes this matchup, drives inside.
The play has been outstanding.
Yes, I felt it also. Lee Yaru points in that one. Smith on the shot fake, pulls up and
scored in that middle third.
3 on 2, and right back into the hands of Hamby, who turns.
That's how I would describe it.
Been scorching to start this season.
Offensively for LA. She just doesn't
pull from the corner.
So good, going to the left, everything right.
Clark working off a double screen, and foul on the Sparks, so.
Basketball.
Fever just 2 points off of those turnovers.
Is working hard for position.
Pull on the drive into a double team. They're trying to turn the pen, misses on a 3, but there's Holt.
Well, they've missed a lot of shots around the rim. Tease it, Fox. I love the
report. It is gorgeous. 25th seed.
Indiana won in 2012.
Hole able to come up with it for the moment. Clark just picked up a technical foul. Goes now tackle on the technical with it for Indiana. Clark knocked down that first 3. We've got one more.
I had a great conversation with Town.
Always good to check. Fever offense has just been out of city in because you know Clark can hit that shot. 3 free throws with nobody down. Flagrant 1.
Indiana's done a good job with her spacing.
Hole takes it inside, fades, and back to Clark. She will launch.
And you tell players to run outside the cone.
By McDonald. And she just lost. Wheeler on the drive, off balance, and gets it. Here's Jackson turning the corner and showing off.
College career at the University of Tennessee.
First at noon, and the first 3,000 lead. It's been all Los Angeles since. Brown whips it into the corner, and Clark's running the break. Hamby gets it back for Jack. Lead here with rookie Rakia Jackson at the moved up the charts all the way. Driving on Nurse, steps back. Nurse stays with way away from the rim. Just got it off. Jackson spinning back inside. Back for Clark, who launches. In the mud, still under 30%. Here as Clark gets inside the scoop shot. Great good ball last year. Kick out Hamby 3. That 9 points in 15 minutes. Clark back on
triple.
Clark's another turnover. Wallace, she's wide open. Puts it into the corner. A Jackson 3. That goes.
7 years with the Connecticut Sun. Great time there from 2000.
Indiana University is, you said,
of the year as well.
Sit up.
Time about Kelsey Mitchell.
Could still come today. As Mitchell
spots on the floor that she wants to get to.
She has dealt with an injury. Swing it. McDonald missed. Scored more than 3 points here in the first. Jackson fires. Gallery Pastry Group location to redeem after a Fever win. We'll see if we can get you some
ice cream. There's fries in the
Gallery Pastry, one of the top spots.
Blue jerseys around her.
Wallace from the mid-range knocks it down. The attack and right back to the free throw line.
34 points are from the free throw line.
Differentiator. Here to games if she could get there. At the floor, McDonald lays it in. 2021. Here is Mitchell. Fire away. Wallace is wide open.
Game the Fever have played in this season.
A shot clock violation. We'll steal and 2 blocks here in the first half from way outside. Brink is wide open and missed that same touch here from Gainbridge Field. Benley spinning on Hamby all over
lineup. And that's
been 3 and a hold there on fact.
Finishing around the rim.
This is and Caitlin Clark pulled
because she jumped out to double team.
Been probably your best defense. Finds its way to Mitchell in the corner.
So now you got
Offensive rebound. Boston, she'll fire a three and connect.
to start the second half.
Brink it. Clark weaves inside and the reverse.
An Indiana run.
Donald trying to create right into Benley. Clark handoff to Boston.
Doing right now, she has to keep herself on the floor.
He's a wall, spins out of it nicely.
It feels to me
She's starting to impose her will. Extra pass, Nurse is wide open and a Hamby handoff.
sticks it.
Available and did come back there early in the third. Kick out. Here's Mitchell. You bet. Nurse trying to answer and does. Lobs it. Benley finishes. 16 points in this quarter. It's way through it. Here is Lexi Brown with a better pass. Oh, Mitch
For Caitlin Clark.
an offensive
Tap. She looks good here.
with a lot of space to roam. She finds a completely different team than we saw in the first half.
Offense too early. I don't think they're getting to the defense. You should be able to get some opportunity.
First in reboundings inside. This is a deep two for Boston.
One, Tamika Catchings.
Samuelson and a blocking foul. Tamika was the general manager. It was the air as Mitchell fires. It hurts night and Mitchell beats the pack back. Here's how the Fever can look when Motor corner three.
For Kelsey Mitchell right now.
Talbot way outside. She does. Gets rid of it and hits it.
In a late game situation.
And another
Cushion.
here from Kurt Miller's group as Mitchell leaves on the floor for the rest of this one. Clark not on the floor.
That's the point. Right.
Samuelson a deep three. Fourth quarter. They did everything. They will high-low with Hamby and Clark held her jersey. Aggressive attack and draws the foul.
A little bit of a smaller lineup.
Played heavy minutes off the bench. Back frees up Boston, flips it up and draws earlier. So their point. Big test for the second year. Misses at the rim. Boston picks.
This Indiana team put so much.
10 fast break points on the night. Boston away in the corner. Burrell hits 5 minutes total before tonight. This year, 5 total minutes. Zaya Cook for Kurt Miller. And the traps. Kia Nurse as Hamby fades, fires and misses. Christie call on the floor, stands as Nurse. Clark finds some space and hit.
Going left, Pat, going left.
The momentum swings we've seen.
Oh, that.
I would guess it cross pass and a better defensive play. That is on the moves, gets by Nurse, rapper. Indiana's already committed 4. Nurse finds some space and hits
Off the screen and good timing by Ellen.
Here is Clark.
Second half for Kia Nurse. She is really.
Clark's second half.
I think all 3 of her triples are. Yeah, you got to throw.
This will be a big opportunity here. Minutes here down the stretch. Gonna have to create into Hamby, off balance.
Turned it over.
McDonald straight on.
And they
Great three-point shooting team this year, but they had McDonald with the steal and the finish and just
side right here.
back down to 5, hounded by Brink and the
Mount. And quite frankly,
extra pass. Nurse has been brilliant. You can't play her 40 minutes,
no,
but the
round the game wins a good time.
in the second half. Brink is open.
Good way to put some points on the board, right?
And then she went down. I think that's
Can you get 3 stops in a row? That's what you got.
Brink lobbing it inside. Inbound Nurse. Will she do it again? Back for a rolling Boston foul and one.
They have made 10. That's the difference.
Offensively all night, even when they were leading. The corner, Wallace will fire and hit him through. Oh, that's going to be a foul on Hamby.
The 3. 2 free throws.
Assists for Babylos. Backdoor pass. Will be no jump ball, or at least it appears. And this is
Dagger right here. There's
right here is Wheeler on the drive, right into Nurse. The step through, floats it up and
the ball. Now you come back to her.
Benley struggling. Trailing by 9 with 60 seconds to go. Clark gets them both. There to rescue. McDonald rattles. Get it into Hamby, who swarmed and fouled. 6 games to open up the season.
You got your defense. She's going to have to drive and kick.
To her. And Clark is
Right now to extend the game with 24 points.
20. Certainly her best defensive night. And essentially for Nurse, who's fouled. Via trade in the offseason. Just 2 of her 15. Austin, she'll hoist a three and barrel. Nurse into Hamby, immediately fouled. Be 68% for her career. A terrific career. But she made it out of the gates this season. Had the ability to advance the ball. One of two drive, get to the rim, lay it in. Second shot to tie against Connecticut. Some of the players' faces, and that will do it.
Some of it, the play off the bench, including